you see this bruised alligator. That's what swamp hunters love. Don't look at things like they're useless, but it often means there's a body type nearby, a huge crocodile, and it's growing. If we catch him, I don't know how many bags I can make.
Continues to intensify in the Gulf, with wind speeds in excess of 100 miles per hour in 48 hours as a Category 2 hurricane.
Troy, king of the swamp, heard this. That's a lot of excitement. After all, this represents every day in the future. You could just lie down at home. No more work to do. Work on that fucking knife. At the same time, it represents his label. I might not be able to fill out the 900, so he decided to go. Foss Point Lake is a very popular location. There's a crocodile hunt here to fill that thirsty label. But remember, this place is a park. You can't just walk in here and hunt. Only one like Troy. People who live most of their lives have friends. Working here is my chance. But the main reason is the male crocodiles here. That's a lot more than I thought. So the staff here, only to find 2 men here to hunt. Help with these crocodiles that are starting to go crazy. As the storm approached, which causes the pressure here to drop, made those crocodiles go crazy. Launched an indiscriminate attack on humanity. For Troy, king of the swamp. That's totally good news, because that means the crocodiles, for the bait on the trap, there will be virtually no resistance. When the 2 arrived at the destination, tell the staff here right away to learn about the crocodiles here. Don't watch her smile. I thought things were fine here. She was in the morning. I saw a couple of them. A very large crocodile. That scared her so much she was about to take off. Troy and Kimchi, after hearing this, I realized the danger here is serious enough. We need to get on the road right away. Bring those damn crocodiles to justice. In fact, to kill it, as they head deeper into the swamp. But I saw a lot of crocodiles wandering around on a river, so I immediately decided to stay here. Set up a trap. Let those hateful things take the bait. It's full of crocodiles, after all. There's no reason this trap won't work. After 2 people spent the day busy, you're going to have to put your chest on your back. The 2 of them quickly began to eat dinner. But I have to say Troy is the king of the swamp. On this rare break, we also need to discuss tomorrow's battle plan with Kimchi.
You know, at the same time that we're trying to help the Bon appetit.
But apparently after he got the food, mouth is still clogged with Kimchi. And that's where the 2 started chatting. We won't waste any more time. Straight to the next day. Ronnie and Timmy right now, after getting up early in the morning, immediately began the battle against the storm. They're not like Troy, but the number of labels is still 200. Although it seems less than Troy, but he's got a big team. Ronnie had to finish 200 on his own. When the 2 came to the first trap, just go ahead and pull it out. Watch this one come out of the water. Ronnie got excited right away. They even try to pull it straight on board, assuming it dies, of course. Or get this on the boat. There's also the risk of being bitten. As Timmy fired his gun, this crocodile also ended its life. When Ronnie pulled him into the boat, Timmy on the other side had an accident. There was a case of seasickness. You look like you've lost it. And that worried Ronnie. I don't know what it is, do I? Joey on the other side, after knowing the storm was coming. Also with his daughter early in the morning. Start the day's hunt. Although his main goal now, to teach Carrie how to hunt alligators. But there are concerns about the filling of labels. After all, Carly's skills are on display right now. That's really hard to tell. Stinky and hard like a rock in a pit. There's nothing about it that shines. But for the future of the family, Joey's here with Carly. This is where he found many crocodiles, hoping to save it. Then Joey suddenly pointed to a target. Carly also knew enough to pick up the fishing rod. It was right on the target and it went out. Although the movement is very smooth and still seems to succeed in the hook. That got Joey on the other side excited, even though she wasn't very skilled before. But this one looks like it worked. When the crocodile is pulled to the surface, Joey started helping out right away. But then something happened. The crocodile broke free of the fishing line. This made them both very uncomfortable. But it's not too bad news. After all, Carly managed to hook the alligator. There's still a chance she can be saved. Bruce and Anna on the other side, and began the day's hunt. But Anna was a little upset because Bruce kept secrets from her. Because the storm is coming, Bruce set up a trap in one place. But Anna didn't know that. instead during this time. That's one hell of a fright. Deep fear cannot complete the label filling. After all, if this thing doesn't finish, that won't be available next year, which means there's no money to be made next year. As the two men came to the first trap, Anna also let go of her dissatisfaction. Step forward and take the rope in your hand. As Bruce takes the stuff and slowly pull the crocodile out. Two people found the difference at this time. Inside the crocodile's mouth, with a little crocodile in his mouth. Although this is normal, but that only happens when the body of an incredibly large crocodile. That means two people will get the bar. Very large crocodiles get on board. Through Bruce's constant efforts, the big crocodile gave up food. Let the two of them harvest only small. This is surprising. So Bruce decided to change tack. Find a way to catch that giant alligator. Otherwise, most of the alligators in the traps, it would have been eaten as a snack. That's when our new Lone Ranger chase and began the day's hunt. Because of his father, Troy, there are just too many labels left. He had to hurry to finish the crocodile hunt. That's why he came here, a relatively easy place to catch crocodiles. Suddenly, he stopped his boat and threw the hook away. As he slowly pulls back, suddenly, there was tremendous resistance. But he still will crocodile, pulled to the surface. But it's pretty obvious. This crocodile has a lot of strength. But Chase is still young. He just grabbed the gun. One shot to the alligator's head. I guess this kind of work is still. We need young people to do it. Chase, this is simple. Brought up a crocodile. And he doesn't look too big. And Ronnie on the other side. After returning Timmy, who had already collapsed. Back in the swamp again. Ready to embark on a solo hunt. It's just that nobody knows. Timmy, what is it? There was this strange reaction. But the good news is Ronnie's an experienced hunter. For this kind of emergency, I had a vision. He was calm enough to get to the trap. Start your own solo hunt. As he meets the crocodile, there was also a big splash in the swamp. This is not good news for us. After all, there's no viewing experience. It's all over the picture. Ronnie and the gator probably thought of that. And you're not reacting to anything. And that led him to an opportunity. With the sound of a gunshot, Ronnie killed the same crocodile. But now he faces new difficulties. That this crocodile is too big. He was the only one who took the crocodile. It's still a little hard to pull up. But Ronnie was smart. You know how to rely on your own weight. We put the tag back on. It was very exciting. I don't know why though, but it looks kind of funny. And on the other side of the park, Troy and Kimchi, after a night of waiting, and the beginning of today's hunt. It's just the environment here is kind of nice. I can't see any sun. It was foggy all around. The two men came to the trap. Kimchi is even looked down upon, whether it's stocked or not. But they're getting closer. I'm sure I saw the swaying branches. There's a giant alligator in this trap. And the moment this creature shows up, both of them were excited. Kimchi, even to keep it under control. That's taking all the milk out of it. His face turned red. It looked a little messy, though, but the results were beautiful. Troy managed to find the opportunity to kill him. But look at this huge crocodile. Two people feel that it is very dangerous here. The first crocodile alone. It's such a big system. You can imagine how scary this place is. Chase also completed the capture of two crocodiles, faster than his father Troy. Even then, he saw a note. As he pulled the boat to a stop, watched the alligator move, decided to hunt in a different way. When he docked the boat on the shore, he took the gun out right away. There was just one shot on it. After he successfully hit, he immediately took the boat and rushed up. It's just a weird laugh. After Chase had it in his hands, found this alligator that looks like it's 10 feet long. That's what we call 3 meters. When he put the tag back on, another crocodile was spotted in the distance. This made him very excited. He quickly sailed close to the past. Joey and Carly at the same time. So far, there is no harvest. I don't even see a crocodile like that. It makes me feel like Joey. How wrong the choice was this time. Might as well go hunting alone. The two passed another half hour. Suddenly, there was a crocodile. Carly picked up the fishing rod again and threw the object out his hand. It was just as smooth this time, but Joey was still very worried. After Carrie determined what was in the hook, The fishing line is constantly recycled, but this time she was much slower. For half a day, the crocodile was not pulled out. After a dozen minutes of Carly's work, the crocodile was finally pulled out. Joey rushed to help. Take the alligator for good. And Carrie had a shot at it, too. That's really fast. I'm starting to feel physically sick. The two men worked together to pull the crocodile into the boat. Joey quickly inserted the tag. I did manage to get a crocodile, but Joey still thinks Carly's a lot worse. Bruce and Anna on the other side. They're still tracking that giant crocodile. The reason is very simple. If this thing hadn't been caught, then we're not going to get anywhere with the next two. The label will basically not be filled. When the two come to another trap, Anna immediately stepped forward and hooked it up after Bruce took the rope. Immediately pulls the crocodile to the surface. But the crocodile put up a bit of a fight, and it can't get a clear shot at it. The good thing is Bruce is highly skilled, or get under control, as Anna fires her gun. The crocodile also ended its life. Look at this very small creature. Bruce, that was hard. After all, this is not their goal. But nothing can be done about it. Can only accept this thing on board. On the other side of the swamp, Ronnie, after losing Timmy, the whole person is very uncomfortable. After all, he didn't face an alligator. I have to deal with it alone, and even kill it, and bring it back to the boat and tag it, especially in the face of such anger. The alligators messed up the neighborhood, but for their future, Ronnie's still taking the risk of taking it. As he pulls the crocodile, so did the creatures in the water. A very violent act of defiance. But it looks like these weeds are helping Ronnie. Put a stop to that crocodile's movement. There's no getting out of this little area. Ronnie jumped at the chance too, and sent this crocodile to heaven. Even though Ronnie was hunting alone, but he managed to put a label on it. Chase, by this time, had nothing to gain. We've been keeping the crocodiles. This made him very impatient, constantly watching over there. Fortunately, his unremitting efforts managed to spot an approaching crocodile. So Chase quickly picked up the hook and threw it at him. After successfully hooking the target, the crocodile was quickly pulled out. They even got it next to the boat. But then the crocodile broke free of the rope. This surprised Chase. I was so close to getting it. He quickly threw out another hook. But when I recovered the rope, I lost track of that crocodile. This made him very angry. Joey and Carly at the same time, still looking for crocodiles in the swamp, because the two managed to get one. Carly's full of confidence right now. I saw a crocodile on the river. That is hurriedly flung the hook out. They didn't give anyone a chance to react. Not that it's a good idea, but who let him successfully hook the target. As she pulls the crocodile to the boat, Joey quickly raised his gun and shot. As the crocodile is pulled out of the water, you can see that this one is 6 feet long. It doesn't look big, but it was for Carly. Still a good gain. Up north in the swamp, Bruce and Anna, still tracking the giant crocodile. On the way, of course, if you see a trap that's loaded, I'm going to put it away first. Just like this one right here. When they get close, they find the crocodile in this trap seems to be the target of their pursuit. It's not just huge, even to see their reactions. It's also very intense. It's like I've seen it before. When Bruce pulled it back, Anna also quickly picked up the gun. And this crocodile, after seeing these things, the reaction was very similar. I've faced this thing before. The one who resists is called a fierce one, not just rolling around like hell. He even kept rocking his body. But Anna found her chance. With the water calm again, the two men also hurriedly pulled it onto the boat. That's how they saw the crocodile. Turns out this wasn't the target. It's just a big, long crocodile. After more than 2 hours of capture on the other side, Troy and Kimchi have been caught. There are a lot of crocodiles in the boat, but they seem to be running out of luck. After all those catches, just a couple of traps, we don't even see crocodiles anymore. This makes the two a little dumbfounded. Fortunately, this situation did not last. Instead, on this trap, there was another huge crocodile in sight. Although it is on shore, it's a little dangerous, but they are not afraid now. On the contrary, he was very excited. Kimchi even made it straight to the shore. But then the crocodile crawled into the water. Did not continue to play with them on the shore. This pickle is for gas. Quickly gave him 2 shots. It just sent him to heaven. As the two men approached him, Troy quickly pulled it up, although the crocodile didn't take much time. But they are still very nervous. After all, the storm is coming. At the same time, Ronnie, I'm about to finish my day. There's only one trap left, despite Timmy's sudden illness. Caught Ronnie by surprise. So far, it's not particularly bad. But when Ronnie came to the last trap, but it turns out the crocodile is in a terrible state. But there's another one on the side. Ronnie grabbed the gun right away, right at the target's head. You just put a metal in it. After successfully hitting the target, Ronnie quickly pulled him into the boat. And the development of all this not only surprised me, even Ronnie couldn't believe it. Fortunately, he finished it in the end. And Joey and Carly on the other side. The two were, after a long hunt, also got a lot of crocodiles. Although Carrie's skills need to be improved. But with everything we've seen so far, still makes Joey very happy. It's made his eyes better. Crocodiles from a long way away. He showed it all to me. So did Carrie after she decided on her target. I picked up Mozingana right away. Put on a bucket. It's all about aiming at the crocodile. As the bullets went off, Joey hurried forward in the boat. Carrie also grabbed the alligator and took it on board. At the same time, Troy and Kimchi, they're on their way to Duffy's house. Ship's full of crocodiles for sale, but it's too far away. This makes the two very nervous. After all, if the speed is slow, then this boatload of crocodiles could rot. That led to today's work being wasted. But they were on their way back. Another crocodile caught in a trap. It's clear they don't want to give up. As the two men approached the trap, Kimchi also picked up a shotgun and to what looks like a stuck alligator head. It's the pull of the trigger. I have to say her skills are very good. I can't believe I just killed him, although they did harvest another crocodile. But if they don't do it soon enough, get to Duffy's and sell it, then all of this is still useless. And Chase on the other side. Now, there's also a harvest of a lot of crocodiles. Now we just need to catch one more. I can do what Troy ordered. Clearly Chase is in luck. He had this right in front of him, and it looks big. So Chase quickly set up his sniper rifle. One shot at the alligator, but it doesn't seem to have succeeded, especially the bubbles on the water. This proves that the crocodile is still moving. So Chase picked up the gun. There was another one right at the bubble, and this shot was a success. Chase throws the hook out of the way. He slowly pulled the crocodile out, after some effort on his part, and got the crocodile on the boat, and put a label on it. At the same time, Bruce and Anna, still in pursuit of that giant crocodile. I just didn't think on this last trap. They saw it again, and this alligator looks like, and he ate one of their crocodiles. Although this made both men angry. But this crocodile gave them a good chance. As the branch of the ship slowly approached, Bruce pulled it to the side of the boat, even if he still wants to run. But it's too late. Anna has found her chance. This is the crocodile, if only it had been a little stronger. Probably got away from them. The crocodile was pulled into the boat by two men. Also quickly inserted the label. After an intense day of hunting, Joey and Carly are also in front of the house. Had a little father-daughter talk. Of course, these are more private words. It's better we don't listen. Well, that's all for this program. Give it a thumbs up, and let's look forward to the next episode.